You see it in every single beginner stereo conversation online. It is that one budget-friendly receiver everyone recommends. It shows up the second someone mentions they want to build their first real audio system. I finally decided to look past the hype. I wanted to see if this piece of gear actually lives up to its reputation. At first glance, it looks like a standard black box, but it carries a massive legacy of audio engineering behind it. We are looking at a unit that delivers 100 watts of power. It comes with Bluetooth built right in. What surprised me most was the internal build quality for such a low price. They used a single-point grounding system. They also tucked the power transformer right next to the amplifier. This is a big deal. It creates a much quieter signal. You get a level of low noise performance that you normally have to pay a lot more to achieve. This is real engineering. It is not just a cheap circuit board in a fancy case. On the front, you have classic knobs for your bass and treble. There is a solid headphone jack and a clear display for the radio stations. It pairs with your phone almost instantly. When you actually sit down to listen, the sound is remarkably warm. It is very even-handed. It has a certain softness. This makes it very forgiving of whatever speakers you decide to plug into it. If you have speakers that tend to sound a bit bright or piercing, this receiver will mellow them out. It creates a very comfortable listening experience. However, there are some very real corners being cut here. The remote is a basic plastic slab. It has tiny buttons that do not light up. There is no smartphone app to control your settings. The biggest shock for most modern users will be the total lack of digital connections. There is no optical port for your television. There is no USB port for a computer. You will not find a subwoofer output if you wanted to add some deep bass to the room. Even vinyl lovers need to be cautious. There is no phono input on the back. You must have a turntable with its own preamp. Otherwise, the whole thing just won't work. The speaker terminals are also the basic clip style. This means you are limited to using bare wire. You cannot use those higher-end cable connectors you see in fancy setups. Then there's the confusing speaker situation. The marketing claims you can run 2 pairs of speakers. This sounds like a great way to pipe music into a second room. But there is a huge catch buried in the fine print. If you want to play both sets at the same time, your speakers must have a minimum resistance of 16 ohms. Most speakers on the market today are 4 or 8 ohms. This means that for the vast majority of people, that 2-room feature is essentially useless. It is a music-first machine through and through. It is a fantastic entry point if you want honest sound and simple operation. It is not the heart of a modern home theater. It is a pure analog focus start for someone who values audio quality over flashy digital features. If you understand those trade-offs, it is hard to find a better value to kickstart your hi-fi journey. Just make sure you know exactly what you are plugging into it. It is all about choosing the right tool for the job.